All right, let's get this going. Let me make some adjustments. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's go. Why don't we hit the beat for a minute? Yeah, let's do that. Here we
Your
go.
torch. And friends. It's about to go down, baby. Yeah. Round and around and around. Yeah. Oh, when love goes around, it comes around. It comes around. Can't stop it. When love goes around, oh, it comes around. Here it goes. Yeah. DJ Toy. DJ Toy. It's about to go down. Pull up a chair, the families.
All right, we're going to get right into it. Let me get this going. Right. Here we go.
For my supporters, though, I got a few more minutes. I got a question for my supporters. Why do you watch slander videos about Dr. Umar if you support me? Just a question.
Let's answer that. Let's go ahead and answer that real quick. Maybe something like this.
I wasn't there for my daughter. And she may expose me on one of these podcasts one day and say, Daddy, you're the reason I can't find good black love because you never validated me as a woman.
You feel me? If you with me, you with me. If you ain't, you ain't. I'm not begging nobody. The only thing good that's coming out of this unfortunate situation is everybody got to pick a side. Pick a side and stay on it.
You going rot in hell for this shit. You going rot in hell.
Yeah. Welcome to Most Involved Fathers right here. DJ Torch and friends. I'm just clicking buttons over here, having some fun. Let's go with that. Yeah, okay. Let's go.
Hell. And I hope you do. You're going rot in hell with all the demons. You're going to be burning in hell.
I mean, unfortunately, Umar, you played the game the wrong way you needed to play it. You want to give everybody advice, especially women, advice on family issues and stuff like this. And unfortunately, you don't have one dumpster fire, but 3 dumpster fires. That's kind of weird. You know what I mean? That's kind of weird, my man. Shouldn't have done that. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
I told your mother I'm going to need a paternity test.
Pull-up season. So let me say this about the baby mama drama. There is a silver lining in this Mama Smurf, Baby Smurf scandal. There's a little piece of silver lining in this Mama Smurf, Baby Smurf scandal. And the little piece of silver lining, Amsterdam Africans send the invite. And that little piece of silver lining in the Mama Smurf, Baby Smurf dishonesty tour, dishonesty and revenge tour.
I don't get this. What dishonesty we're talking about here? I mean, basically, it is or it isn't. That's what we're talking about, man. What you talking about, bro? What you talking about? What you talking about, bro? I mean, basically, it's your kid. Your kid's not happy with your performance as a father. That's the problem you have. She's grown now, but she broken down pretty well. That's why you're on Most Involved Fathers. Welcome to Most Involved. Here we go.
Smurf, Baby Smurf, dishonesty and revenge tour. The only silver lining about it is y'all making me go after my baby girl 50 times harder. Y'all making me go after my baby girl 50 times harder.
And that's the problem, man. Why are you going after you? This is funny that he's doing it online like this. Just like, another dude we know. Another dude. Guess who? He sings a lot. Let's put it that way. Anyway, let's keep going. Here we go.
So I done already sent the message to baby mama number 2, Miss Vegan. Baby mama number 2, Miss Vegan.
The fact that you have to refer to the mother of your children as baby mama just shows you the type of character you have. You were supposed to be teaching people how to be better performers in their lives. And I understand sometimes people use their mistakes, but this is just something you just did not even bring up at all. All of a sudden, your own child has to tell the world the caliber of man you actually really are. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
Baby mama number 2, Miss Vegan, you have 2 weeks to produce my child, who you've been keeping from me while I've been paying child support. Just like baby mom number 1, it's deja vu. It's deja vu. Collecting my child support, denying me my child.
That's funny because we got a different observation from your children that basically you weren't around and didn't want to be around. At least that's what the children are saying. I ain't saying it, and I wasn't there, but that's what your children were saying. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
Collecting my child support, denying me my child. Collecting my child support, denying me my child. So baby mama number 2, we talking to Miss Vegan right now. We ain't talking about Mama Smurf. She old news. She old crusty news. We talking about Mrs. Vegan right now.
See, that's the funny thing is, you make all these derogatory comments about the mother of your children. No, I should say the mothers of your children, because you have, I think, 3 women like that. That's a testament to your selection process. That's a testament to your character, your own character. If you are throwing out disrespectful comments about your exes, a lot of men need to know this. If you got to constantly do that, you better look in the mirror, because that's probably where to start. In the house. Indiana, Mom, it's good seeing you. On the road, my friend. Cool. Michigan tonight. Listening in mind. Thank you. Thank you. Indiana Mom in the house. Here we go.
We ain't talking about Mama Smurf. That's old crusty news. We talking about Mrs. Vegan, baby mama number 2. You have until the eclipse of March 29th. You have until...
Doesn't he sound like an involved father to you? He sounds very involved, doesn't he? Sounds really involved to me. Yeah, sounds very involved. Sounds extremely involved. Another woman had something to say. Let's see what she has.
Good evening, Dr.
Good evening, Queen.
Okay, let me start right here.
I told my son, my youngest, he's 27 years old. He was raised appropriately. He works. He has a profession, okay? I told him, I'm coming to Birmingham to see you. He said, oh, I said, I'm going to see Umar Johnson. He went, no, Mum, you're going to see Dr. Umar. And I said, that was great. Then I told him how I watched you the other day on WhatsApp about your honey bunnies, no white bunny, chocolate bunny, which color bunny, and you was promoting all our black sisters. Do you know what my son said to me? He said, Mum, I understand all that. But and I'm just going to quote what my 27-year-old said to me, who actually knows about you. Well, I don't know what he knows, but what he said was, Mum, why is it if he's talking about representing the black sisters and the black sisters, man, our brothers need to know who we are and be dating the black sisters in the community or go and find them in every other race. He said, why is it that Dr. Umar has free, please let me just say this, right? Why does he have 3 children with 3 baby mothers? And if they're all black queens, why has he not taken one of those queens and made them his absolute queen and showed the black brothers that no matter what children you have, one of your mothers should be your permanent wife? That's
Ooh, she got you real good, bro. She got you real good. She got you real good.
what my son said to me.
Yeah. Yeah, Umar. What's up with that? Most of all, father. Most of all, father. But you know something, you know, there could be somebody, worse. You never know, right? Look, Mark, how do you feel about Brian? Break it down for us.
So I don't remember us saying nothing that crazy about him. I don't remember. No, we've said I don't think it was crazy. I haven't, but no, I don't think there's anything crazy about him. I don't remember calling him an asshole, but he's an asshole. Let me be clear. Brian Mcknight, is this my camera? Brian Mcknight, you are an asshole. And that's okay.
Ooh, yeah, he is. The way he treats his kids, is crazy. So it's time for me to show a highlight on a black man doing good things when it comes to treating kids right. We're talking about a father who is most involved. But for some reason, y'all have that smoke for him. Yeah. Yeah. Like 10 years, right? Y'all said it would be 10 minutes that he'd be married to Ciara. She definitely upgraded, didn't she? Loves his kids to death. There's nothing you can say about it either. Nothing you can say. Nothing you can say. Nothing you can say about it. Here he is out here having a good old time, vacationing in Belize. I mean, with his gorgeous wife. In Belize. Yep. But you want to know? What y'all were into though? You know what? Check this out.
And no husbands, especially no husbands they value. So you talk about
instead of following, the advice of fatherhood through, the lens, of Russell Wilson, you follow the lens through guess who? You got it. Ain't gonna even say his name. Here we go.
Russell Wilson. I don't know many men on this side that respect Russell Wilson, not because he married a woman with a child, it's because he's a simp.
You guys listen to this dude. Y'all listen to this dude right here about being a good father. That's hilarious because quite honestly, he doesn't really have the best relationship or didn't have, rest in peace, bro. Let's just face it like this. He and Umar have the same situation. Actually, when you think about it, Umar and him, most involved fathers, not in a good way. Maybe it's this. If you support slapping a woman, like Kevin said.
Let me explain what I mean. He's like, women have a way of not knowing how to let things go. You can give up the argument. You can let it go. They can know they've won.
What else? That's weird. Let's see if I can get this to play again. Hold on one second. That's weird. Microphone check 1, 2. Indiana mom, can you hear me out there? Just want to check, see if everything's cool.
If you
There we
support
go.
slapping a woman, like Kevin said,
Let me explain what I mean. He's like, women have a way of not knowing how to let things go. You can give up the argument. You can let it go.
Thank you.
They can know they've won. There's nothing else to be gained, and they will continue to push and push and push. And he said, at that point, once you've exhausted all other options, then a slap becomes a good option.
When a table
Sounds like great advice. Great advice, bro. Great advice, bro. Who else has advice for us? Let's break it down right now.
To do from there.
Ocho, one of the stories that we're about to talk about now is really upsetting to me. Ex-NFL quarterback
We got another father in the house. Let's go.
Von Boykin said Thanksgiving at Russell Wilson's mansion felt weird because none of his family was around.
Man. So in today's video, we got to talk about that Russell Wilson situation, man. I'm pretty sure.
All right. Mr. Boykin. Let's get right into it. Let's see what old Boykin was saying about one of them, clearly a good father. Let's put it that way. Femi from the chat in the house. Good seeing you, Femi. Here we go.
In today's video, let's check out this clip right here.
He was cool. Like, bro was cool.
Yeah.
But he was weird. I went to his house for Thanksgiving. The weirdest feel like he catered. If I got as much money as Russell Wilson, my whole family would talk about me so bad if I ain't fly everybody out there for Thanksgiving.
Oh, look at this. Look at this, Kevin. Kevin, looks like you got a friend. Let's
And I'm sponsored by an airline.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not close to his family.
And maybe he not. But his mama wasn't there. Sisters wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even though, like, it still weird to me. I'm just still, even if you don't fool with your family, like, it still weird to me on Thanksgiving.
Why does Russell Wilson...
Yeah, let me show you something that is weird. Mr. Boykin, what's up with this?
Well, tonight an NFL quarterback is out of a job. Javon Boykin kicked off the Seattle Seahawks for alleged violence here in North Texas. The former TCU quarterback was cut from the Seahawks just 2 hours after News 8 posted an exclusive interview with his girlfriend.
She says Boykin choked her until she blacked out, putting her in the hospital for days.
Look at this. It's funny. Same thing. You know, he said it wasn't true.
A broken jaw and her mouth wired shut. She shared her story only with News 8's Kevin Reese.
This is Shabrika Bailey. Her jaw broken in 3 places, swollen and wired shut, so she may be difficult to understand.
It just can't keep going on. He just can't get away with this, period.
But she hopes you and her alleged attacker hear every word.
This is serious. This is domestic violence.
She says it happened late Tuesday night at Boykin's home in Mansfield. That the boyfriend she's known since high school.
This is the man who basically is critiquing the way that Russell Wilson handles his household.
Became upset when she wouldn't let him look at a text on her phone.
He goes into a choke. I remember him just choking me, and I'm trying to calm him down, and I just couldn't. And I just woke up, and a puddle of blood on the kitchen floor. My whole right side was full of blood on the kitchen floor.
She says hours later, after Boykin took her to his bathtub to clean up the blood, he drove her 30 miles to a hospital near her home, Dallas Regional in Mesquite. There, she says he became nervous when hospital staff and security started asking questions.
And from there, I heard that he fled the scene.
He left you at the hospital?
Left me at the hospital.
So he didn't stay with you?
Didn't stay.
Later that day, with trouble breathing from swelling in her neck and airway, she was airlifted to Parkland Hospital in Dallas, where she stayed for 3 days. And while in the hospital, she received these text messages she says are from Boykin, where he suggests she tell everyone it was an accident, that either she fell or she had a fight with a female. We don't need another problem.
Wow, that's crazy.
and took her to his bathtub to clean up the blood.
Look at that.
Yes, she'd tell everyone it was an accident, that either she...
See, and so problem is like a lot of times, young ladies will buy into that. Believe it or not, at first, let me just keep going here.
Boykin, where he suggests she tell everyone it was an accident, that either she fell or she had a fight with a female. We don't need another problem.
He's saying basically, since we've already been in the case, we don't need nothing else. And of course, his football career is on the line. That's his main goal. Just my football career is on the line.
Within an hour of our report this morning, just after we watched as Mansfield police detectives arrived at Bailey's home, the Seattle Seahawks cut Boykin from the team. It's his third run-in with police, an incident in San Antonio in 2016 where he punched a police officer, and this month last year outside a nightclub in Dallas.
Wow.
He was the passenger in Bailey's car when she backed into a nightclub and hit several pedestrians. They were both charged with public intoxication, Boykin with marijuana possession. But now Bailey says she crashed because Boykin was choking her on that night too.
Why didn't you say that a year ago?
I was just scared, terrified. And yes, I know I'm probably just dumb and shouldn't have did it the first time, but this time you could have killed me, like, completely.
Mansfield police confirmed they're investigating Boykin for aggravated assault. As for his former girlfriend with a broken jaw and missing teeth, she says she will not cover for him or his career.
First thing first, bro, we gotta address the elephant in the room. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta let Boykin, get his defense in. Let's see.
That was a video that obviously went viral. Me sharing my experience with what I had at a teammate's crib. We ain't gonna say no names. I'm pretty sure we already know. But with that being said, I just would have to let y'all know, like, hey, look, I'm a kid from Dallas, Texas, right? I come from a traditional household when it comes to family.
So that's the funny part to me, is that basically, you saw me play what he's capable of doing, right? And the way he treated, a loved one at the time, and then he has the nerve to come out here saying that he's basically saying he comes from a good family. But, and it was that before or after you literally broke a woman's jaw, bro. I mean, like, really, quite honestly, you should be humble. You just you got out, I can't remember when you got out of prison, but, you got out, and the first thing you did was diss probably one of the men that in our community that we really, really, really need to respect, who doesn't have the past you have, but you had the nerve to come out and show dirt. And unfortunately, that's what seems to be going on. I mean, we don't have too many of these. Unfortunately, in our community, men who literally have such a decent past that other men in our community diss them for it.
Right. When we came from, I came from. And so when it come to Thanksgiving, the reason I said what I said is because when we had a little bit of nothing, we still came together as a family. That's the way that I was raised. That's the way that I always seen it. So when I seen something a little bit different, it was that to me. It was different. Now, I probably could have articulated it a lot better than what I did, and I could have gave a little bit more context than what I did.
You did just fine, bro. Just fine. I know one thing, you got a good uppercut. That's for sure. You definitely got a good uppercut, bro. That's funny to me. Something though, we need to keep it going. I can't, we don't want to just stick on a situation where a man, he beat up a woman so bad, he goes to prison, finally gets out. That's probably a mix. It's not just the woman he beat up, but that's probably a mix of the officer he hit in his other violent past. So it's kind of weird for me to see him bragging about, oh, I come from a traditional upbringing, which sounds a lot like a lot of the men in the manosphere, where they treat people like trash, but for some reason they're saying they're, traditional. So that's kind of weird. And Boykin did the same thing, but we got to keep it going here. Here we go. Come on,
Shaq O'Neal and Ananda Lewis had a relationship. Arnetta Yardborg and Shaq dated and had a daughter. Shaq O'Neal and Cindy Crawford hooked up in 1995. Shawnee and Shaq dated for 4 years after getting together in 1998. They married 2000.
Johnny, cute.
7 years later they divorced in 2010. They had 4 children, Sharif, Amira, Shakir.
I wonder why they, divorced. Well, let me see something.
They had 4 children, Sharif, Amira, Shakir, and Miera. From 2010 to January 2013, Nicole Alexander and Shaq O'Neal had a relationship. Leticia Rawle and Shaq got together in 2016. The couple was even engaged for years but broke up in 2019. In 2019, Annie Alonzo and Shaq O'Neal had a relationship. In 2022, Nischelle Turner and Shaq O'Neal dated. Shaq has hooked up with Trina, Dominica Westling, Corrine Steffens, and Laura Govan.
So, you know what's weird? Let me pause it right there for 1 minute. The weird thing to me when it comes to Shaq is like, you heard all the numbers, you heard all the bodies he had been with, which is fine. I mean, that's his life, right? But if Shaq was like somebody else, like they were trying to do that to Megan didn't have nearly those kind of numbers, but nobody's tripping. I mean about Shaq. Nobody's tripping about Shaq, but Shaq, he admits being a serial cheater, but he admits more stuff like that. So anyway, let's see what this role model father has to tell us. Here we go.
When are you getting married?
Oh,
Do you want to be married again?
yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you scared of marriage?
Yeah, because y'all crazy. Y'all are plumb crazy.
Would you?
He just called women plumb crazy. A black woman, that is. Let's see what he has to say. Here we go.
You still do it scared?
No.
So you have to be unafraid before you can get married.
Yeah.
What would make you unafraid?
If somebody meets those perfect qualifications for a long
Perfect qualifications. Let's listen. Let's see what his qualifications are, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
period of time.
What's a long period?
Because remember, most marriages happen, most divorces happen because people say, I didn't know. I have to know. I got to know every angle. It happened one day.
How long does it take you to learn every angle, though?
I don't know. I got 4 white girls now, so I'm just trying to, go back and forth.
You know how that turned out with Shaq. We won't know. Let's keep it going. Here we go. So basically, it's like this. Shaq, even after admitting that he was a serial cheater, you can see that he's clearly not taking any responsibility. And his former wives, I mean, the thing is that he's the one who had the problem. He admitted to being the person who was a serial cheater. And, spoiler alert, I think you make a better father if you don't cheat on your mother, your children's mother. I don't know why that theory is out there, but it sounds pretty good to me. Like basically, usually if you want to be a good father, you have to be a good husband as well. And unfortunately, let's just keep it going.
She ain't got no goddamn shoes on. Yeah.
First of all, my feet don't smell bad, but they're a little ashy. It looks like I've been kicking flour. I won't lie. When you picked them up, I was like, "Woo, why are they so white?"
I need you to do me a favor.
Yeah.
I need you to back up. I don't want my 4 white women to get upset.
Ooh.
Message. All right, let's go. Let's get on with the interview. Oh, yeah, no. No questions.
He has a harem of women at his house, and he doesn't realize that maybe it's that there's nothing wrong with women being at your house. Doesn't matter what race or whatever. The fact of the matter is he chose, box over his family, because when you cheat on your family, you're literally kind of sending a message that having, box sessions is more important than your family.
About it.
We gonna set the standard,
Yeah,
okay,
I
y'all?
love
If you
you, Jess
haven't yet,
Hilarious.
yes, we love you. We love you. If you haven't yet, y'all, please hit that subscription button below. Hit that bell so you get a notification with each new piece of content. Today, we got Shaquille O'Neal. We got Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. We've got Hall of Famer. We got the
Hurry up.
police officer.
Hurry up.
We got all the things. Shaquille
Jeez.
O'Neal. What's up? How you feeling?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm amazing. I'm so happy to have you here.
I'm gonna hit you with some gems today, so pay attention.
Okay. We are in
Okay?
classes in session.
All right, let's go.
So I
First
have to
question.
ask you the first question.
Yes.
If this season of your life were called It's Giving Blank and you had to fill in the blank, what would it be called? And you have to say it's giving.
Thanksgiving. Forgiving. Say that again.
Like if this season of your life were called It's Giving
It's
Blank,
giving.
it's giving what?
What?
I'll come back to that later because I have to think about it.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm at things happen every day where it changes your life. Personal friend of mine died the other day, so
I'm so sorry.
it's making me become more focused.
Yeah.
And then another friend passed away the next day, Oliver Miller, basketball player.
Right, but he got 4 white girls at the house. And here I move. And a 55-year-old man, and the first thing is a harem of women to sleep with at his house. That's a most involved father right there for you. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
Would you ever leave if your man cheated on you? I said, girl, no. Why? She says, well, he cheated. I said, girl, no. That's a good man. I got a good man.
Hey, man. Let's let her cook.
Really, quite honestly, that's the funny thing that's out there right now is that a man can be a good man, but he can cheat on you. That's weird because really cheating on somebody is, you're hurting somebody's feelings. And if you keep doing it, you're continually hurting that person's feelings, right? So how's that a good person?
Look, I only got nothing to say on this one. Okay, I seen this post going around. Check it out. Would y'all leave your man if he cheats? Let's see.
Homegirl called me the other day, right? She goes, Lex, would you ever leave if your man cheated on you? I said, girl, no. Why? She says, well, he cheated. I said, girl, no. That's a good man. I got a good man.
Hey, man. Let's let her cook. I only got nothing to say on this one.
But elaborate. What you mean? What you mean by cheating? Goes, sleep with another girl or something. Says, sis, look, just because a man goes out and quote unquote cheats or sleeps with another girl, that don't mean nothing. He just fucking. It's in a man's nature to fuck. It's a man's natural urge to want to fuck.
Until he brings some home you can't get rid of.
If your nigga not out here fucking bitches, is he gay? Maybe you don't have no options. How you think you got in the spot you got? You got fucked. If your man out here fucking bitches, obviously he look good, right? That's why you picked him, right? Right? Stay with me.
Not necessarily, but let's keep it going anyway.
Just because your man is out fucking bitches don't mean he don't love you. It don't mean he gonna stop doing for you. He's still paying the bills. He's still making sure you good. Ladies, stop.
Not necessarily. I don't know. I mean, this is the funny part.
Leaving your man because y'all quote unquote say they cheating because they fucking another bitch. She just got fucked. That's it. To end that off, all I'm saying is as long as my bills is paid, my man come home at the end of the night, I don't give a fuck. I done been cheated on before. We in a drought. I ain't letting up off my man.
Yeah, there you go, y'all. Perfect woman, right? Perfect woman.
I think the idea of being tied to one female forever exclusively would be basically torturous. I want a wife in regards to her being a wife to me, but I always want my freedom. I value my freedom and I've worked too hard to have it taken away from me. I value sexual independence. 100%.
So I've been reading my comment section and I'm seeing a lot of people calling me a cloud chaser and a leech because of everything that happened between me and academics. But the thing is, if that I was really a cloud chaser, if I was really a leech, that would have been what kept me. I left him, he didn't leave me. My thing is that I can't be giving loyalty to somebody that doesn't give it back. That energy needs to be reciprocated. You can't tell me you're just with me. We living together, but you're out here in the streets acting crazy. At the end of the day, as a woman, I need my respect. That's what I want. And I curved so many people who with more clout and more money. Young Thug, Sway Lee, Swaggy Pete, and that's just a few. So everyone calling me this and that, that's not who I am, and that's not what I'm here for. At the end of the day, that's just where I stand. I want loyalty. Loyalty over money. Loyalty over clout. So I've been reading my...
So basically what happened was this. Is basically, you know, what's his name was cheating. He took, you know, one male hoe giving advice to another male hoe. And who knows? I mean, basically, she seemed like a nice lady. She likes loyalty. She wanted loyalty. And, you know, freakademics can do it. Can do it. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
304s, they modern women, this and that. And that hurts them. That hurts them. Because see, here's the problem. Let's be real with something. While you get some men who feel like all these women are bad, you get some other guys who feel like there's more women than they know what to do with. Now, people can argue, well, those are Chaz and Tyrones. Those are bad boys.
The point I'm trying to point out right now, everybody, is that these men are being taught the law of abundance. And in a matter speaking, basically that you cannot just have one woman. And they fail to realize that it not only messes up relationships, but as you'll see soon enough, it can mess up your life.
Let's pretend that you have two hot girlfriends that are always around, always available, always ready to smash or give you a BJ if you want it. They clean your house and they do everything you need, right? You go to a nightclub or a bar and you meet this girl. Hey, what's your name? Blah, blah. You know, and she kind of is.
Isn't that crazy? That is really crazy to me. These are the men that are the most followed. They don't follow Denzel. They don't follow Denzel's sons. They don't follow, you know, men who have good character. But who they do follow are men like this. Yeah. They follow men like this. Hold on one second. Like this. Shout out everybody in the chat. For some reason, my screen is really, let me move that around a little bit. See if that fixes it up. One second. Oh, maybe that's it. Hold on one second. Right there. There we go. Let's try that. Got to excuse my internet tonight. It's a little bit sticky. It might be my browser though, but who knows? We try this. Let me try one thing for a second here. Hold on. Okay, let me bring that back. That should do it. Okay, let's keep this going. Okay. Bringing it back on screen, y'all. Let's go with this. Here we go.
You have two hot girlfriends that are always around, always available, always ready to smash or give you a BJ if you want it. They clean your house and they do everything you need, right?
Okay. So then we have the king right here.
That's crazy. But anywho, all right. Well, I'll come back to that in a minute.
We have King Samuels for you. Let's see what old King Samuels had to say about relationships and whether high value men, have the right to, to cheat. Let's see what happens.
Because before I say it was removed, I want to be clear. Because I hate saying that something happened and it didn't, but it's not where I put. So let's get back to it.
Yeah, let's get right into this.
Do men deserve do high value men deserve the option to cheat? Ladies, do they deserve it? Can you tell me they deserve it? Can you say they deserve? Do high value men deserve the right to exercise options?
Yeah.
You call it cheating.
Yeah.
Do they deserve the right to exercise options?
Tell us about it. Come on, break it down. Come on, Kev. Do it.
Meaning if
what?
Brooklyn 6521 gets out there and has to work and push himself 60, 70, 80, 100 hours a week, focused on a task, dedicating himself for 20, 30 years to become the best version of himself. Put that work in.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't put that work in, but let's keep it going anyway. Here we go.
All the things that come along with it. Does he deserve what it comes with? Well, let's ask. Do the Super Bowl champions deserve to profit off of winning the Super Bowl? Yes, that's why the MVP of the Super Bowl tends to get on the cover of Wheaties. They get endorsements. They get all.
He's talking about football, isn't it? Yeah, it's funny he's talking about football. Here we go.
All kind of stuff. To the victor go the spoils. So the men who put themselves in the top 10%, 5%, 3%, 1% of men, they have separated themselves by their own work. Do they deserve the right to exercise options? And if you and ladies, can you honestly say that if we flipped the script and made it to where women were in the same position, would you look with a straight face, look and tell men that these women would you hold the same
standard? Let me do that right now. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? So basically what he's saying is that, men of high value, he trains you all in this. Remember now, he trains you all in it because you all always say this stuff, even though he's been gone for at least 1 year, maybe 2 years, right? You all always follow St. Samuel's. You know what I mean? You remember that? What is it? St. Kevin. Yeah. St. Kevin or whatever his name is. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Anyway, let me break it down for real. At least maybe Jason can clear this up for everybody. Here we go.
Shalom, my brothers. I wanted to jump on here real quick to talk about something that we're watching unfold again right before our eyes, but this time it's at the University of Michigan. Another man losing everything because he couldn't master his emotions. And let me be clear, I'm not here to judge Sherrone Moore. No, I'm here because his story is yet another one to warn us all of the price we will pay when we lack sexual self-control.
Bars. That's what we're talking about. Remember now, we're looking at Diddy. We're looking at, Shay, Shannon. I mean, you could go down the list. Look at the millions of dollars and opportunities lost just for a little extra. Because remember now, these men already had somebody for a little extra sex.
Countless men, successful men who had work ethic, opportunity, favor, platforms, everything in front of them.
Yep.
But
everything.
One thing brought them all down: a lack of discipline in the area of sexual self-control.
Yep.
And Yah has been telling us this, men, for way long before ESPN ever could report it. Proverbs chapter 5, verse 8 told us, and even today tells us, to stay away from her, the immoral woman. Don't go near the door of her house.
Here's the funny thing. It's not the women that are immoral. This is where I kind of like jump off the train with Jason on here. Okay. Nobody makes you go over to somebody else's house. You literally have to grab your keys, sneak out of the house of somebody who truly loves you, right? Get into your car, drive it to somebody else's spot, and go into another place where that person isn't evil or whatever. They're just there. So basically, that's the problem. That's the problem. Jason, the problem we got has nothing to do with women. It has to do with the men, Jason. Come on now. No, women aren't out here being like super like manipulative, seductive, and all that kind of stuff. They're not. These dudes are doing it because they want to. They're not doing it because of something somebody in another side of the town is doing. And that brings us to this.
That will be in person. Sorry, do not.
Let me go back right here. We are on the man of the hour right now.
Former university.
Ex-Michigan coach, Sherrone Moore. First Black coach of Michigan. Had his whole life ahead of him. Had his whole career ahead of him. Just like Shannon Sharp lost millions for a little extra. Here we go.
University of Michigan head coach Sherrone Moore expected in court this hour for an initial court appearance for an alleged assault earlier this week. And this has taken the headlines. Boy, oh boy, this guy had it all. Sherrone Moore, he was fired as Michigan's head coach earlier this week for what the school is calling an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. Hours after he was fired, the married father of three was arrested and taken into police custody. Newly released dispatcher audio details the investigation into the alleged assault involving Moore. Take a listen.
Subject just called the caller, told her to mail the location and the house attacking her. She's been stalking her for months. They call S1's wife in Ann Arbor saying that he's
The question I have, though, basically you see all these black men hooking up with women of different other races, not necessarily, just Caucasian women. And they're having these huge issues, which really, to me, has nothing to do with the women themselves. They're losing everything because of their own actions, these men. So how does this translate? The thing I want to get is, how does this translate back to black women? Because last I checked, the biggest industry on YouTube is black men talking shit about black women. That's the biggest industry on YouTube. The red pill industry is the biggest industry on YouTube. And I did some research, and what I found out was that one of the elements that they say that, Google was telling me, right, is, did you know that the red pill community causes more violence in domestic situations, than any other element? Because you're giving men false sense of security, giving men false sense, horrible advice, telling men that they can sleep around when they really should be coaching or being better fathers or being better people. They have all these other things they could be taking up their time with. But red pill has constantly, as I proven in my prior videos, red pill has constantly preached infidelity. to unstable men. Let's keep it going.
Quitting his job today. According to wife and best friend's mother, he is at an unknown parking lot somewhere. We're attempting to have wife contact him.
So basically, let me fast forward. Basically, this is what's going down. Let me let this man tell you what happened.
Home invasion, they're all home invasion and stalking related. And those dispatchers were heard saying that the subject, Sherrone Moore, was suicidal, that he lost his job today. His wife, because he was, this guy's married. He's got
married with 3 kids, I think.
3 kids. He was at one point with his wife. She was so concerned because he left apparently with some knives that he was suicidal. She called authorities. This was a massive collapse. This is a guy that was getting ready to coach the Michigan Wolverines in a bowl game coming up. He had just had a press conference the day before. And then he...
That will be in person. Sir, do not violate these bond conditions. Follow all orders of the court. Stay in contact with your lawyer. That concludes this hearing.
Thank you very much.
So basically, he spent like 12 years, I think, with the Michigan staff, working all the way up to be dumb enough. Number one, I mean, it's really technically immoral, right, to cheat on your wife, who had 3 of your children, right? And believe it or not, his wife looks better than the staffer does. So it's funny to me that he literally, we can't say it was, who knows? Basically, the thing is this: you at least show some like, wow. I mean, my wife isn't like this superstar right here. No, his wife looks way better than the staffer, and he still cheated on her. So it goes to show you that you can be fit, feminine, friendly, and submissive, and especially for red pill men, not black, and still get cheated on as a woman. So it goes to show you that these men, it has nothing to do, all that crap they tell you about, oh yeah, you're supposed to be, show responsibility and all this kind of stuff. No, they made that shit up. He had everything, a loving wife, 3 kids. He had the right shade that he wanted, which was not a black woman. And he still went down, just like Shaq's going to go down, and just like how Club Shay Shay went down. And I'm not saying this to roast Caucasian women, has nothing to do with that. But what I'm doing is showing you that a black man's failure has nothing to do with black women whatsoever. That's what I'm here for tonight. If you're not going to show any discipline, if you're not going to show any respect, if you're not going to take that extra time you have and use it to be a better person or get a better job or educate yourself so you can get a better job instead of chasing box, you're going to end up like Sherrone Moore. No woman of any race can make you a disciplined man. You have to do it yourself. That's just how it works. If you want to be a man, you have to be a man. Let's see what black folks are saying about Coach Sherrone Moore. Here we go.
Reporting live from Hypers Club in Atlanta, Pike Plus News, I'm John Abba. A story is coming out of Michigan involving the now former football coach Sherrone Moore, who at just 37 years old will become Michigan University's first ever black head football coach with a $6.1 million salary for the season as one of the highest paid coaches in college football. Now, overnight, he has ended up in police custody soon after being fired. According to reports, Moore would end up in a sexual relationship with one of his staff members, and that the university would become aware of this after a delivery driver would end up tipping off the school that they had delivered a Plan B to his office.
How do you do that? How do you have a Plan B pill delivered to your office in front of all these other people? I mean, I'm sorry, folks. Look, ladies and gentlemen of other races, black men in general aren't this stupid. Okay, we're not. This man, I don't know how you get a Plan B pill, which only is used for one purpose, right? Delivered to your job. I don't get it. It's supposed to be discreet. And I think he did it like through DoorDash.
Independent journalist Scott Hughes would post, the University of Michigan's investigation into Sherrone Moore's inappropriate relationship with a staff member became shortly after the UM athletic department received an anonymous tip from a DoorDash driver, which stated that he'd personally delivered Plan B to Moore's office.
I didn't know they did. Wow. Let's keep going.
Following the investigation, Moore would be fired, ending his historic run at the university. On Wednesday, a statement from the university would be released confirming his firing. Sherrone Moore has been terminated with cause, effective immediately. Following a university investigation, credible evidence was found that Coach Moore engaged in an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. This conduct constitutes a clear violation of university policy, and UM maintains zero tolerance for such behavior.
So let's listen to what people are saying.
Immediately. Now, this story would anger many black users.
Yeah, I mean,
over cheating with.
Let's get here.
Was making, and that his job was lost over cheating with a woman who happens to be of the opposite race.
The University of Michigan just fired head coach Sherrone Moore for allegedly having inappropriate relationships with a staff member. Why? I know you saw what happened to Michigan State's head coach. I know you saw what happened to Shannon Sharp. And here you are 9-3. Wow. I just don't understand how one could throw away everything. Who doesn't want to be Michigan's head coach? The legacy, the tradition, the money, the talent, the skill, the big house. And you threw it away for what? Some coaching.
Sherrone Moore spent 15 years of his life moving up the coaching ranks to finally being a head coach after 15 years working his way up to then lose his job because the mother is too damn horny. Lose your job, your first head coaching job. So you might not get another head coaching job because it's your first time and you wasn't doing a great job there either. A lot of Michigan fans wanted you out after the first couple of games. Like, he's not it. And then your first opportunity.
I have never seen a pink do-rag on a man's. Let me shut up.
You sleep with a Michigan staffer.
Right.
Because you're just too damn horny, right? And you got family and kids at home, bro. This is a terrible way to get fired. At least lose your job the regular way. You're just not competent enough. But losing it like this, bro. Come on, bro. It's more disappointing than
I want to know this. How do you you guys in the manosphere and in the red pill, how do you disrespect black women all day, right? While you're, men that should be role models to you are taking hard ass L's like this. I want to know. I really do. How do you come back from this? How do you watch, Club Shay, Shannon Sharp, take a hard L, lose his career and everything, right? And then go back to disrespecting black women. How does that work? How does that, really, think about it. How does that work? Basically, it's like you watch Shannon take L's, you watch even Kevin take a big L, okay? Yes, Kevin Samuels lost his life living because of promiscuity. Let's face it. It might be a good way to go. Everybody's going to argue that, right? But let's face it. If he was with if Kevin had been a loving father and husband, let's face it, he wasn't, but let's just say he was. He would have had a wife who cared about his health. And his wife would have made sure he got to all of those appointments on time. And he would still be here today, because that's why he's gone now. That's why he's gone. That's why he's gone. Because he chose a long time ago that coochie was more important than his own life. And I thought you guys would learn by his passing, you would learn that maybe there's something more important, I don't know, like your life, than running around with a rotation of 6 women. But you guys didn't get it.
So let me get this straight. Sherrone Moore cheated on his wife, got caught, and was fired from the University of Michigan as their head coach because he was sleeping with a staff member. Upon finding out he got fired with cause, he then proceeds to go break in to said staff member's house and threatens her. Boy, Sherrone Moore, this might be the crash out of the century. Boy, you lost the bag.
It's something about food delivery drivers that make them feel that as long as they got their hazards on, they can park wherever they want. I can't be the only one who feels like this. I mean, do they think about the risk they create for other drivers? Anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, basically, bottom line, y'all, I don't know why they put this. Okay. So basically, you get my point. You can't be a good father. You can't be a good husband if you're cheating all the time. That's simply it. The bottom line is this, is that instead of complaining about your significant other not allowing you to cheat, maybe you should use that time that you would be cheating on being a better person. Maybe if this coach took this former coach, I should say, and probably former husband, took the extra time he had that he was using to cheat, maybe if he used that to be a better coach, he wouldn't be in the situation he's in now. He wouldn't be. We know that.
Him and this woman.
So
my hair. At least I'm going to do it for this month and maybe a little bit in the next month, and we'll see where it lands. You know, I'm still trying it out. It's been a long time since I wore this type of hair, so I'm excited about the switch up because ladies know this. Every now and again, we got to change it up, and just especially with me approaching this milestone birthday, I wanted to make sure that I did it in a way in which I'm sort of setting the tone for the next decade of my life. So thank you all. And thanks for all the happy birthday wishes. Really appreciate them. But the official day is December 21st. So right now it's Sagittarius season. So shout out to all my fellow Sagittariuses, or as they like to call it, Sagittarius terrorist, which is a label I actually enjoy. Not because I feel like I am one, but if our reputation precedes itself, then it is what it is. Okay. One other housekeeping.
Let me fast forward.
All I have to say, and I'm gonna leave it alone, and maybe we'll discuss it at another time. But Colin Kaepernick, I'm gonna just leave that right there because I kept hearing that Colin, by the way, who I know personally, Colin still trains like an NFL player. He's in amazing shape, and so it just further solidifies why this is a stain that the NFL will never erase in terms of giving Cam an opportunity to resume his career in the league. But real quick, before I dive into all this Sherrone Moore stuff, I just wanted to make sure that I played a little clip. Let's see if I got it here.
Let me fast forward.
From Michigan, I'm from Detroit, familiar with how things operate at University of Michigan. And I knew, especially seeing the team this year, that Sherrone Moore was going to be on thin ice. And there was part of me thinking that they were going to make a move this year. And this is just purely for football reasons. but once, that period passed where you saw a lot of people getting fired and or leaving their programs, I thought, okay, he is going to get another year, but I wasn't even convinced it was going to be a full year, because my thinking is if Michigan gets off to a slow start, if they don't look better, they're going to try to fire this dude. Here they have paid an NIL money, Bryce Underwood, the quarterback from Michigan, who was the top high school quarterback prospect in the nation. $12 million NIL dollars was given to him to get him to switch from his commitment from LSU to Michigan. And I think it's safe to say, or fair to say rather, people expected more from him in this offense. And you've seen it in flashes, but not with the level of consistency that one would expect. So I thought that Sherrone Moore's job was on the line anyway. Then comes the news out of the blue that he is fired for an inappropriate relationship with a staffer, somebody who was on his specific football staff. And if you believe the reports, I believe they said that she was an administrative assistant, to him. Then he's fired for having an inappropriate relationship with her. That's one term. And of course, we have seen this throughout college football. These kind of scandals have definitely happened. Then the second layer of this is now the criminal aspect, where Sherrone Moore allegedly went over to this young lady's house that he's been having this affair with. And we found out through the arraignment, he's been having an affair with her for years. This isn't just some spur of the moment,
I thought men were the logical ones and then women were supposed to be the emotional ones, fellas. What happened? I thought, isn't that what they say? I thought, isn't that what y'all say, right? In the red pill world, men are logical, women are emotional. Sounds like to me, I don't know. I don't hear much logic about cheating on a wife with you have 3 kids and you're cheating on your wife. You're going to lose your wife. You're going to lose your 3 kids. You're going to lose your job and you're going to lose your freedom. Does that sound logical to you, fellas? Does that sound logical to you? Let me know, because that doesn't sound logical to me. Doesn't sound like, we're exercising, logic. When you lose everything, I thought the point in life is to gain things, is to gain respect, gain employment, gain love. Well, you see what's happening. You see what's happening. Yeah, look at me.
One night, we late in the office, staying late at the office or whatever, and at work, I looked in your eyes, you looked into mine, and then next thing you know, it's popped off. They have been dating for years. And Sherrone Moore, in case you don't know, is married with 3 children. All right. And so this inappropriate affair gets revealed. And Sherrone Moore allegedly, got to use that word, allegedly went to this woman's house.
And you know something, we can't say it's about race, because remember when the CEO thing jumped off, when that CEO lost everything too, and it was the same situation where he was working. You remember, it was the Coldplay thing. Remember Coldplay? Yep.
Broke into her house and used a butter knife and some scissors, and he threatened to kill himself. And he told her, according to a quote I read that Dan Wetzel reported, that he told her, I think this all came out in the arraignment anyway, that this was her fault and she had blood on her hands for apparently cooperating with the administration about and telling the truth that these two had been having an affair. Now, what's really interesting is the context. There's a lot here, a lot to unpack. So I'm going to play these comments that were made by a Michigan historian, John Beacon, who is as plugged in as anybody is to the University of Michigan, how they operate. He has a lot of sources. And here's him being interviewed by Fox 2 in Detroit, talking about how we got to this situation. Take a listen.
Dialed in to Michigan athletics than John U. Bacon. He's a Michigan historian, also a best-selling author. By the way, his new book, Gales of November, The Untold Story of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Let me pause right there. You need to go to Jamel's channel to see the rest. But the breakdown right now is basically I'm asking all the men out there, why are you blaming the women? Nobody forced this man into indiscretion. Well, actually, somebody probably did. The manosphere. You literally call loyal men simps. You literally call loyal men simps. You literally call men that treat women right simps. You're worried about Clay because he's treating Megan right. When are you guys going to wake up? When are you going to wake up? Why are you following men of low character and value? Stalkers like Obsidian. It's in the paper. He literally went after a woman. Why would you even show him any respect anymore? Would you, if he was doing what he did to that young lady and that was your mom or your sister, would you still be cool? If some dude was like out there, showing private pictures and or doing the AI shit like they did to Megan, would you be cool with that dude? But you follow him. Then you follow men who literally tell you how to destroy your life. Oh no, you got to let high value. That man was, Sherrone Moore was a high value man. You saw how that shit turned out, didn't you? That cheating thing didn't work out for him the way it was supposed to, didn't it? Did it? Didn't turn out good at all. And you can't blame it on black women because the black women weren't involved in the situations. Black women weren't involved with Shay. Black women aren't involved right now in Shaq's situation. I guarantee you not. Give Shaq about 1 year before something pops off for him too. My point is, has nothing to do with the race of the women. What it has to do with is that these men are living a lifestyle that is not conducive to success. But you're blaming black women. I don't care. You want to be failures, by all means, go for it. But at least leave black women alone. Shit. You saw how Trevon, what's his name again? Let's go back up here. Can't believe I forgot his name. Yeah, Trevon Boykin broke a woman's jaw. How are you going to break literally the only black on black relationship I talked about tonight, and the man broke the woman's jaw. After repeatedly choking her. He lives that red pill life. You heard what he said. He's talking about, oh yeah, I lived a traditional life. Yeah, he has a traditional right cross, doesn't he? When is enough, fellas? Start treating black women with respect. And believe it or not, you're going to see a better world. But you're going to have to let this bullshit go. You're going to have to let this red pill bullshit go. It's not working. All it's doing is damaging your own career or your own life or someone else's. And then eventually it gets back to you anyway. Let me play a little bit more here. Let me play a little bit more. Let me go to Tori.
Did you know Tori at all?
Yeah, me and Tori, we
Yeah.
just a hi and bye type thing. You know, we
Yeah.
see regular artist shit. You see him, oh, what up, brother? Cool, we need to work. All right, man.
I mean, look, when this trial was going, I was like the only person in hip hop that was like, Tori's going to jail over this. They're like, oh, you're a hater. You hate Tori.
Yeah. He just,
you know, and I'm like, no, I'm not. You
just based off California, he was going to go.
Yeah. He was going to go because he's who he was. Tori was who he was. He thought he had more than he did. That's the problem Tori had. Nobody put damn Tori in no damn jail. I know who put Tori in jail, and you're not going to like the answer. But it wasn't Megan, okay? And that's the funny thing that bothers me. Y'all blame Megan for Tori putting himself in prison. And it's funny because everybody knows Megan didn't shoot herself, right? So there are only three other suspects. Think about it for a minute. Somebody, let's play your game. Somebody shot Megan, right? It wasn't Megan. So that leaves three other options. Right? Then you say Megan lied. You know what she lied about? She tried to save this brother's career and keep him out of jail by saying that she got struck by glass or something. And you blamed her. How does that work? And you still blamed her. She tried to save his career. But when it came down to his career or her career, it's like, F that. Let me tell the damn truth. But what's funny is that everything you can blame her for makes no difference. And I'll tell you why. If it wasn't, obviously she didn't shoot herself. So that leaves three people, the driver and two other people in the car. So if it leaves a driver and two other people, we got an official victim already. Foot bleeding, it's bullet fragments coming out her foot. But you guys want this dude out there so bad. So then the only other option is if you don't think it's the driver, then who does that leave? But you guys didn't give her any smoke. So you know it was him, don't you? Because you didn't give the other woman any smoke. You gave Megan the smoke. So you know it wasn't the other woman too. Thought I didn't figure you out, did you? So that leaves Tori or the driver. You want to blame it on the driver? By all means, knock yourself out. But either way you work the math, it's not Megan's fault. There's no way you can work the math all you want. And you can say she lied. I'll tell you what didn't lie. It was her foot. And all that mathematical ballistic shit they be doing and shit. They be, some geek is out there doing some ballistics. You can't beat that. Tori's where he's at because they used science. That's what went down. Is that scientific shit. It was that scientific shit that put Tori in jail. No, it wasn't even the scientific shit that put Tori in jail. What put Tori in jail was Tori. And the next person that put Tori in jail was this dude right here.
I just stood here in this Los Angeles County and witness the worst miscarriage of justice that this world has ever seen. You want to know?
When Tory was like 12 or 13, this dude kicked him out of the house, his father. Look it up. Look it up. There was some, little biopsy on this thing. They kicked him. He kicked when his son was still a kid, was still a minor. He kicked him out because he couldn't stand him. Now he want to act like he's like.
You know how I feel? I'll tell you exactly how I feel.
Now when he has some money, now Pops shows up.
I got some names.
Why aren't you showing him some smoke? Hey, why didn't you? What's up with this? You kicking, Tory out on the street. Kicking Tory out on the street when he was a kid. Maybe that has something to do with why Tory put Tory in prison. Anyway, welcome to the stage, Deontay. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine, DJ. How are you doing?
Doing good. I'm just trying to find out, who the most involved fathers are. And unfortunately, it looks like Tory's dad, it wasn't that involved.
No.
He is now. I mean, he's involved now when it's too late.
Yeah, well, you know how it is. You remember this? You remember what happened to Shaquille O'Neal, right? When he was getting drafted, his dad came out the woodwork. His biological dad did. So it happens, I guess Tory just accepted his father, after whatever happened. But I wanted to ask you. I know you're talking about the situation now. I was watching earlier, but I ain't gonna lie to you, I was watching the Heisman, the Heisman presentation tonight, and I wanted to see who won. But about what happened with Sherrone Moore from Michigan.
Right.
I just want to say this guy had a wife with 3 children, and he threw away his career, his children, his family, millions of dollars for this girl. And he breaks into her house, pulls out a knife, and threatens to kill himself. I think it was because she was breaking up with him. I don't know if she was going to go public, but he was telling her that she ruined his life either way.
Right.
I mean, I wonder what he thought the end game was going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
He would have survived if she would have came public. Yeah, he probably would have got fired, right? But he would still be able to get a job somewhere.
Right.
Because a lot of coaches get caught and get fired for cheating on their wives with some GA student or staffer. But he did something out of control. And
you know what he did? You know what he did though? I just thought about it. Deontay. This is what got it. He pissed off his side chick. You know how he did it? Remember he ordered he had a Plan B pill door dashed to his desk.
Yeah, that's right.
Probably that'll piss off. See, that just clicked to me now that would definitely click a one. See, the thing is this. That's what pissed her off. That's why, because think about it. They've been together him and the side chick had been together for years. So you're saying to yourself, why is she coming clean now? You know what I mean? And I know they said something about there was an investigation, but I learned that the investigation didn't start until she came clean. And I know what did it. He said he probably told her, yo, you taking this Plan B pill, and that probably set her off. So she did what she did.
Yeah. I mean, you just That, you know, in this society, in European American society, sex is always on the table. And I learned that years ago. I don't care if you're in school, I don't care if you're a coach, I don't care if you're at the White House, I don't care if you're at the hospital, I don't care if you're at NASA, church, you know, the backyard picnic, at a club or a bar. It's always a chance for it to happen. We've seen it with presidents, CEOs, head coaches, pastors, preachers, downright scoundrels. You know what I'm saying? So we've seen it everywhere. So that doesn't surprise me. But it's still like you gotta have discipline, man. Like, come on now. That looks really bad. And he was the first black coach for Michigan. He just like ruined it, you know?
Yeah. That's a hard L for us to take. I'll tell you right now.
And then I wonder, is that gonna stop them from having another black coach at Michigan when
I
you
mean,
look at it that way?
they could use it as an excuse. I mean, they would never say it publicly, of course, that the reason why we're not hiring black men is because of him. But you know, it took 100 and something years for them to hire one. And guess what? The only reason he got hired there is because Jim Harbaugh had it in his contract that he could handpick the next coach. And they said, "Cool, Jim, you know," and that's who he picked. So,
you know, and the thing is, you brought up a good point, because even if he lost his job at Michigan, more than likely Jim would have probably hired him over at the, you know, in the NFL. He would have gave him some job, you know. I'm sure he's already fully staffed, but at least he would have a job of doing something. You know what I mean? And he messed that up.
and he gave up $14 million that was left on contract. Remember, in college, your contract is guaranteed as a coach. If they fire you for any reason except for a cause, then they have to give you your payout.
Right.
You know, so
Well,
like
there ain't nothing we can say.
he can't get it now because of the way he got fired. So it's bad.
Yeah. He did it to himself.
Yeah.
And he really ain't the first coach that did no dumb shit like this. There's a lot of them, but he just happened to be the first black one from Michigan.
Right.
Well, and it's not just that. None of the other coaches, you know, threaten physical violence and suicide. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Damn, I forgot about that, but you
yeah,
right
that's what I'm
again.
saying. That's what separates him from all the other coaches who were caught cheating. You know, is that they just got caught cheating and they admitted it, did a press conference, got fired, you know, went to
I'm
some
finna go on and say this, and I'm gonna say some stuff that's not nice, but niggas always fuck their life up over some temporary pussy.
They got caught up in the JJ, got deep in the sauce and drowned in it.
And now we gonna have all these Cynthia G type women saying that the wife got the same black man, which I know that's gonna happen. I know that's gonna happen sometime soon.
I mean, we can't really say no. I mean, she's gonna really, quite honestly. I mean, that's the funny part, is that this has been the year. If Cynthia G has ever had a year to talk shit, this has been it. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't blame her because
I mean, think about all the L's black men have been taking this year. I mean, this
ain't
is
just
like
black men
one
that's
after
taking
the
they L's.
And it's like, the thing is, Tuv, is that there hasn't even been like a gap. You know what I mean? Because Shannon just happened, what, a month ago, right?
Yeah, that happened a few months ago.
And then there's that BF that even that what's his name did? What I forgot, but one of the commentator did. there has been nothing but examples of why Cynthia G's theory is correct.
Yeah, you know
You
what,
like it
Tori?
or
It
not,
just
whether
ain't
you want
black
to like
men
it or not,
taking these L's.
she's been spot
The
on this whole
preferences are
year.
taking the L's too, and some of these black male worshipers will continue to take their L's too. Because I seen one video on TikTok recently where this white woman said she regret dating black men, and come to find out she a single mother of some biracial children.
Right. But see, that's black man worshipers. That's not in that. That's not in the department. That's not in the Sinji department. She doesn't black male worship. That's a different. That's a different
But so if
genre.
you're right about that, but it's too many black male worshipers on social media, especially on TikTok.
Oh man, no, they're all over the place. Dude. In fact, believe it or not, y'all, I think I'm going to be doing a live on the red pill black male worshippers. You know, all the you know, the Ches Chardays and all the. But I'm going to bring up some. I found some new ones. There's somebody read something. She's around, and then there's another red pill. You know, there's plenty of red pill women that we should be talking about, if you know what I mean.
I think we should stop making those women relevant, because it make my blood boil hearing those women talk about other women who look like them. And not only that, the women that follow their advice, they don't get verified with black men either.
Well, here's the weird thing. All of the women that you know pander the red pill shit, they are exactly the type of women they disrespect. And what I mean is this. They always say, "Oh yeah, you women out there." They be saying you women are too, masculine and all this kind of stuff. But then if you listen to them, they sound masculine themselves. And what do? They boss a bunch of men around all day.
And then the
online.
crazy part is those same women, they're quiet when black femicide come, and not only that, they quiet when the preferences put black men through the ringer.
Yeah, you know what's funny? You're right, and I think a perfect example would be Ches Charday, because she talks a lot of smack about swirling and all that kind of stuff. Ignoring the fact that black men do it twice as much.
And
she doesn't bring that shit up.
Not only that, the part she doesn't realize is that when most of these black men swear with white women, I'm gonna go say white women, they get with some of the most racist white women, and they create biracial children with those same racist white women, and then they leave those women to be single mothers most of the time. And then when that happens, most of the time, the racist mom and the racist mom's racist family, they grow up around it, and it's a complex those children get, and they be anti-black.
Well, what I find really weird too is the fact that these men, Sherrone Moore, I'm sure he knows who, Shannon Sharpe is. I know he knows what Shannon Sharpe went through, right?
Yeah, but he thinks he's special though. Like, this is the best part. Now listen, this is the hardest part in the world for a person to understand. It took me a while to understand it when I was like, in my teenager, right? Everybody is unique and special individually, but generally we all are just average people. That's why all of us like pretty much the same things, right? So if you see somebody do something that you're doing and you know it's wrong and they get messed up and get caught, you think, oh well, that's not gonna happen to me because I got my thing this way and she really loved me and blah 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 blah, and then look at what happened.
Right.
I'm sure it's a bunch of guys who have side chicks that are successful and they never got caught. You know how it goes. It's like the bell curve in school, right?
Right.
70% of the people are average, and they're all going to have the same kind of results when they do certain things. Then at the bottom of the right side of the bell curve are the guys. Those are the criminals that always get away with it. Those are the guys that become successful businessmen. Those are the guys that cheat on their wives and never get caught. That kind of stuff. And then it's a complete left side with their complete failures. You know, they try to order an escort.
I can't just it ain't men that's out here doing this. A lot of women get away with that too, but if the way a woman can get away with that is she don't have no outside babies in the situation, and that's one way they can get away with it. Cause a lot of these women be smarter than men when they cheat, and a lot of them don't get caught.
Yeah, look, the key to cheating, and which I'm not suggesting is a good thing. Really, if you're going to do it, first thing is don't fall in love with the person. And I think that in a lot of cases, there's a stigma that goes around, like, you know, that men don't leave their wives, even if they cheat on them. So when a man tells a woman, he's cheating with, like, oh, I'm with you, baby, we gonna do our thing, we traveling and kicking it. But he eventually tell her, if not in the beginning, I'm not leaving my wife for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not leaving my wife and kids for you. Like, come on now, like, we just doing our thing. Most men do it like that. But here, he couldn't handle it. She must have had, and excuse what I'm about to say, but she must have had some octopus suction cups in that junk to keep, because this dude fell deep in it. And she, you know what she was? If you ever seen Harlem Nights, she was Sunshine. Remember on Harlem Nights when Sunshine and the dude called his wife and said, "I ain't never coming home," because he met a girl that had some good for JJ. That's who she was.
I think really, quite honestly, it's not about how good something is, it's what you got in your mind. I mean, I think a lot of times you build your own desire. You can make a Ritz cracker be, you know, a gourmet steak if you want to do in your mind. It's not, it's really how you see, it's really how you perceive it, quite honestly. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyway, guys, any last words before I get to dinner?
Oh yeah, I'll say something. I just want to say, like I said, I missed most of the show. I caught a little bit of it, but this was something that nobody could avoid, obviously, talking about. You know, and I did hear Jerome. I didn't really hear, not Jerome, Jamel Hill. I didn't really hear what she was saying. I saw a couple of clips yesterday, and she was talking. Was she talking about, like, they were trying to, like, blackball him because he was a black man?
Yeah. I'm not sure, but you know, the one thing I just realized about Jamel is how good. I forgot how good she was at commentary. I really did. So
Yeah,
I
she
was
was
like,
really-
dang. So I'm really disappointed that she, you know, ESPN did whatever they did or whatever. How long ago? That was been about 10 years now. But
yeah.
I mean,
So I was.
Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. You know, I was just saying that. I mean, I agree with Jamel, but I've seen a couple people. My dad even said that it's because we black. I said, well, we can make that argument that it's because we black, but at the same time, you can't break into somebody's house and threaten them and threaten to kill you like that.
That's what really made it a done deal.
Yeah, that's what made it a done deal. Like, I
Yeah.
don't care if you white or black. Nobody's going to get away with that.
Yeah.
You know.
And quite honestly, I think about situations that happened like that. And there was a, regardless whether the race of man it was, the result was about the same. And what I mean is that, for example, the CEO of some company, remember the Coldplay incident where the guy was on the Jumbotron and he was toast too. They fired him too. You know what I mean? And that's about as close or as equal as it can get, you know. But no, I
Yeah.
really truly believe it. They would have been able to keep up their sneaky link if he didn't do the Plan B thing on her. Because I think I think what happened is that there was a good chance she was going to get pregnant, and when he went and he made it adamant and got that Plan B, that set her off.
That was it.
That set her off. Hey, Cyber Dreams in the house. Cyber Dreams, good seeing you. That's what set her off, and that's what sent her. To me, quite honestly, that's what sent that woman to the chancellor's office. That's what did it.
Yeah.
Because she's thinking, I've been with you for this long, and you're gonna make me, delete my small black male baby. Oh, oh, that's what went down.
She's been working on all those big athletes. She said, I want to have one too.
Right. Right. Exactly. Cyber, we're talking about this Sherrone Moore, this Sherrone Moore dude who just messed up his whole life. Over he thoroughly messed it up.
Yeah, he did.
But it's and that's the thing, is that my thing is this with he probably got a little bit of that buzz from the red pill saying, oh yeah, you should be able to cheat. You should be able to cheat. You a high value man. You a high value man. You got $12 million coming in. You got $12 million coming. Was it 12 or 16? I can't remember. Anyway, you got all that money coming in, right? You got all that coming. You have the right to cheat.
Damn, you're right. You got the right to cheat.
Yeah. You have the right to cheat. They didn't have to keep him on staff, though. You can cheat all you want now, bro.
He's gonna be cheating in prison.
Yeah. Let me drop the link. Cyber wants to come up for a minute. But yeah, the thing is that that's the crazy thing to me. It's like these men, it's like in the manosphere, right? Tomorrow they'll be right back over there making the manosphere the number one genre on YouTube tomorrow. And none of this will hit. None of this will hit. This man lost 12, 15 guaranteed. Even if they fired him, right? That's what. If they just fired him for not being good at what he does, right?
Oh yeah.
15 millions in the bank, and you could kick back for a year or two, and then maybe your boy Jim calls you up, have you come up there and be the assistant to an assistant or whatever. You don't care. You got 12 million in the bank.
And she's going to hit him with a civil suit.
Oh, easy. Whatever's left. Whatever's left. I don't get it. I don't get it.
He's done. His wife is going to divorce him. He's going to have child support, alimony. He's going to be, wow. I didn't even think about all that till right now.
He's going from riches to rags. Welcome to the stage, Cyber Dreams.
Give me a few seconds. I'm brushing my teeth because I got a dentist appointment next week, and I don't want them to be on my ass. Hold on.
I hear that. Yeah, look, I'll play a little clip. I'll play the clip for a minute. While she brushes her teeth. Here we go. Oh wait, it might help if I
with your lawyer.
Okay, here we go.
Bond will be set in the amount of $25,000 cash surety, as requested by the prosecution's office.
They made him pay the full bond.
The court does not determine innocence or guilt. This court determines flight risk and community safety. The court finds with these conditions in place, it has been met. Mr. Simon, we are setting probable cause conference at this time for January 8th due to the holidays and scheduling. Is that a good court date for you?
Your Honor, my client will waive his right to have that next court appearance within 14 days. I discussed that with him. I also tried to coordinate calendars with Ms. Wisniewski. In support of that, I think we're both available on January 22nd, if the court would order that. And I'll add one more thing for the record in support of that. I understand there is continuing investigation. So in addition to the discovery I don't yet have, there may be even more. So
it will be January 26th, 2020.
22nd, 22nd, 29th.
Thursday.
January
How's my
22nd.
mic? How's my
January
mic?
22nd.
Okay.
How's my
you did.
mic torch? Okay, good. I'm back.
Okay.
So the judge said, I know about your passport, bro, so you ain't gonna be able to fly to the DR. bro.
That's probably, yeah. He's a passport, bro. Or he's gonna.
Okay, is this, are you talking about the guy the football coach from Michigan?
Yep.
Okay, so he had his side chick working?
No, his side chick, he worked with this side chick. She was already on staff.
But wasn't he getting like $6 million?
12 or 13 or something like that.
He didn't set her up. He didn't set her up. Like,
I'm sure he gave her some. I'm sure he had a little honey pot for her, but you know, she like DJ said, she got pregnant. She either got pregnant or he thought she was going to, and the pill came. Was the plan B, and she just started, saying she was basically going to break up with him and reveal the relationship because she had the upper hand in the situation, but he went psycho.
wait, so isn't the trope that black women trap men with babies?
Yep.
Yeah, but I think that's when you have a man that's a millionaire, because like those Beckys, they like assassins, they snipers at these college campuses and pro events.
No, calm down. I thought that these men are most desired. Why is he getting cutty from people he work with? But you're the most desired though, right?
Right.
No, I'm not trying to make an excuse for him. I'm just saying
you are.
Okay, well, I'll make an excuse for most people who cheat at work. Most people have relationships with people who are in close proximity to them.
No, because they're lazy. They're lazy, and they are not desired like that. So that's why.
Yeah, well, I'm saying every job I've ever worked at, every school I've ever went to, and I'm sure it's the same for most people. People date each other, and coworkers do.
Because
and
it's easier. It's easy.
Yeah. No. You're right. It's easier, but I don't think that it's something specific that only black men do. I mean,
most of the time, people are in work clothes. You ain't got to dress up for nobody.
No, but that's not the. Trust me, I've seen.
You ain't going on dates with coworkers because y'all work together. Y'all just hooking up because it's easy. Now, women that listen. I have at my work. I do not entertain married men under no circumstances, right? Because I'm desired outside of work. I don't need to fraternize with the employees. Now, if I'm on like some shiesty shit, I date the director or the CEO.
You funny, like I'm only saying that because I'm not trying to make an argument with you. I'm just saying that.
You see my name, Troll to Win, okay? Troll to Win.
I know, but I'm just saying, the
thing is,
all the time.
Okay, let me ask you guys this. So the amount of money that this man was making, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had immense options. Do you agree?
Oh, yeah.
I agree. Yes.
So why are you fraternizing with the staff?
Because she was a little blonde chick and he's married already. It's not like he can openly just go out and start dating whoever he wants. He's married, so he had to do it on the low.
Stop it there now. Dante, stop the cap. He's already cheating, so yes, he can go out and date who he wants.
Now, I can't tell you what was in his mind when he did it. All I can say is generally.
You hear this, Torch? You hear this shit?
No, Cyber, come on now. Generally, there are a lot of people who date each other. Most people meet their sex partner or their partner in school or at work.
We're talking about these high value, most desired black males, 6 foot tall, millionaires. These are the people we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm not into the red pill thing, so I'm not defending that. I'm just saying that what he did is something that's generally done. I mean, we just talked about the CEO of that company at the Coldplay concert, who was with his subordinate, and they caught him on a kiss cam, and he got public, and he got fired by the board, and and they were white. One of the CEOs of McDonald's like 10 years ago was having an affair with his assistant. The whole office knew, and the board had to fire him. And he was white. So a lot of coaches in college get caught cheating on their wives at some point with either the GA or one of the coworkers or just a student. But they don't do what he did, though. They don't go break into the house, pull out a knife, threaten her, and threaten to kill himself over her. That was where the separation was.
But in general terms, all of these men are the same. So this is why the 4B movement came. This is why I Choose the Bear came. It doesn't matter what race of these men. I think it's this westernized conditioning that men have. It's something about the westernized men that you guys all have this same problem.
Now, Cyber, earlier in the show, well, not way earlier, but when I first got on, DJ, remember I said that we were on the same track, Cyber, because I said that. I said European and American men. This is the culture. Sex is on the table. And you're right. It's not about what race you are. This is something that the culture of this society does.
I think if these men Torch always talk about, we need to go back to the 1950s when women didn't have rights. No, let's go all the way back where y'all had to fight for pussy. Let's go back to that. Y'all had to fight to the death. Let's go to that. You know what I'm saying? I bet you Kevin Samuels, he wouldn't have got an old girl. That nigga would have been dead.
Oh man.
Shannon Sharp his legs is little, right? Towards you. All he do is upper body, right?
Right.
You know that, right? He would have been dead.
Who do you think would have survived?
Oh, if they fall to death, let's look at the receipts. Let's see.
Okay, a bunch of boxers.
Mike Tyson would have had a harem of women. Let's see. Who else? I'm trying to see who all has scandals that would have survived. All these dudes on YouTube would be dead. Dante, okay. What's his name? Darrell. He would have. What's his name? The ex-smoker guy. What's his name? What's his name? He in Arizona. That's my boy. What's his name? Darnell. He would have killed a lot of people. He would have got some pussy. Darnell would have been sniping them down.
That's funny as ever, man.
Yeah, Yeah, he would have got like 3 of them. He would have got 3 women, yeah. Because he gonna kill you. He gonna kill you from a distance. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? Obsidian? Obsidian would have been dead.
Yeah. No, you I understand you used to fight like that. But see, that's that European caveman situation, though.
No, that was across the world. That was the whole globe. Men
The whole thing
fought.
was
Yeah, women. Y'all need to go back in history. Before colonization, men had to prove their strength in DNA. Remember, the world was matriarchy. It was a duality, right? Where women wanted the best semen possible. Can you imagine? Look at the men that y'all see in 2025, right? Be like, damn, how'd I get here? You know what I'm saying? Like who made these men, right? These men would have never survived.
Probably not. I agree.
If you couldn't go out there and kill an animal and come back with this animal, you wasn't getting no pussy.
Yeah, but back then the fittest survived. And back then most people, like you said, like it wasn't no fat people back then because everybody was in extreme shape because they didn't have no vehicles. They had to walk and travel far distances. They had to lift. Well, they didn't lift weights, but because they had to build things and carry things, yeah, they were all like just naturally, muscle bound like that. And yeah, they would have to go against each other to see who could, get the woman. But ultimately, that's not the barbarianism is not the way that humans are supposed to live. That's why we created every group of people.
No. The society is built to give men the illusion that they are fighting for women. This is we're living under an illusion. The problem with the patriarchy is that they allow every man that's born on the earth think he's entitled to a woman. Why you think Nick Fuentes is going crazy?
Well, he's a complete psychopath.
But you got to understand, he's a representation of the men like him, and it's millions of men like him who should have never been on the earth.
Yeah, these people are these European men, and I'm including Americans as well, whites, they are trying to build and put themselves in a position to where they can still dominate with small numbers. They are the minority right now. They're not having babies.
Remember that case, you guys? That guy who unalived his stepdaughter. Remember that case? That guy. You see how he looked? His great grandfather would have got killed. He would never be here on the earth. I'm only saying this not to get stuck on that. That you guys, we look at Roe v. versus Wade being turned back. We look at all of the aggression towards women's rights. So, in my mind, let's go back to, survival of the fittest. Women that were barren didn't get a mate. I mean, it goes for women too, though.
Okay, but see, the thing with that is it's a reason why we graduated from that.
No, we didn't graduate.
Yeah, we did. We would have stayed that way then. We had to have, that was anarchy, complete anarchy. Think about how that was for real. I understand it's funny and there's truth to it, but the biggest, strongest men who are the most powerful women.
How can you say that when these black men say we was kings and queens and we had a utopia? How can you say that? Have you looked throughout the archives of history yet?
Yes, but
a lot of the architect stuff that we have now comes from that era, comes from back then. So we wasn't some just savage people. We have never like we wasn't like savage people. Look at the Roman Empire, the Colosseum. Are you serious?
I don't know, sorry. That's what I'm saying. You kind of that's what I meant. We had to graduate from where we were in that barbarianism to beating each other and fighting like that to creating a society, creating government. That is actually important. Obviously, right? Because you can't just have people out here just like I said, the biggest and strongest men who are able to dominate. They group together and they realize that hey, this ain't gonna work like this.
No, I have to
Because
disagree. The Roman Empire had government, had all of that, and
yes,
that
but
barbaric
I'm
fighting was
saying that
isolated.
no. You talking about like? Are you talking about like the gladiator? I'm not talking about that. Okay, I'm sorry. You confused me. You had me thinking when you were saying fighting and stuff over the JJ. I thought you meant like back in the caveman club days before like when they just discovered fire or something. I'm talking about
No,
when
the world. You got to understand that the world has always had intelligence. So when y'all talk about these cave stuff and all this stuff, I don't get that.
So what are you talking about? Like when men was fighting each other for women?
Men had to compete with other men to get a mate.
Yeah, they did, but still, once like you said, when they in a civilized situation, at the end of the day, power became who can have the most people on their side, who can control the most. Like the Europeans created the feudal system. It was about who had the money, who had the biggest armies, the biggest castle walls. That way, like yeah, people would duel and stuff and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's just like it is now. The men who had bread and had all the little gold shillings, they was the ones who was protected, and they would have soldiers fighting for them. Like it's the
And
same thing now.
then the women back then they looked at their attributes as their aesthetics as well. If you had low level aesthetics, you wasn't getting no pussy either.
But I'll tell you one thing though, if a family was living in a hut eating grass every day and goat milk, and her lord up there and a castle came down and he was a fat ugly dude like King Henry VIII was, she'd be giving that to JJ up all day. Like
But
that's the
he
way
was
it works.
homosexual though.
Yeah, he had syphilis, but he was hitting the chicks though. Like that's what I'm saying. And I'm not just using
He
him.
wasn't getting no chicks. He were making young boys dress as women. Do you know who you're talking about?
No, I'm not listening. Listen, he still tried to produce an heir. And I'm not just talking about him. I'm just using an example. I'm saying all of these kings and lords, you didn't even have to be a king. You had to be a lord. Like it's the same thing in America right now. We don't call them king. Like you know how they say like some such and such Beyonce is royalty or the Kennedy family is American royalty. They don't get a title to their name, but having money like that and having a status, I don't care what you look like. Have you seen? Have you seen?
So I
What's the
have a
little short?
question then, right? You mentioned
Yeah.
the white guy that got caught on the kissing cam.
Oh yeah.
It's okay. When I look at these black men who deal with these AKA snowbeckies, right?
Yeah.
They end up losing their entire foundation. So when the white man does it, when he deals with his own race of women, right, which is his prerogative, right?
Yeah.
What is the consequences for him? Because he's not going viral. That white guy, he went viral for a day, and it was the end of it. Why is it that the black man, when his lustful desire takes over his logic, right, decision making, why does his lust turn so gruesome? Why does the black man's lust turn into chaos?
Oh, okay. I can give you two points to that. One, you're right. It's because in this country they're always going to paint black men, especially in the media, as something negative, and this is a chance for them to explode that. That's to exploit that because he did do this. But the second reason, and I think it's even bigger than that one, it's not just because he cheated on his wife with the chick and got fired. This a lot of college coaches have had this happen. Urban Meyer, a lot of people. Uh, Pete Carroll.
You're not answering my question, sir.
No, the second, it's because of the second thing. It's because he broke into this woman's house, pulled a knife out, threatened to kill her, and then he said he would kill himself because
But that's the
he
same
ruined
thing
his
with
life.
Shannon Sharp. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna choke you out. I'm gonna do this to you." Listen. I'm asking you, why does the black man when his lust takes over, why does his action produce something chaotic? Like we have the receipts of all of these men that are melanated. When their lusts and desires take over, their choices that they make is chaotic.
Yeah, I don't know
Why
why
is that?
Sherrone did that. Now, Shannon Sharp was involving himself in some race play sex. That's what that was. They read through all the text messages. She agreed to all of that. You know, it was part of their little fantasies they were doing. That's why he was never charged criminally because it was all race play. Even when the sex tape got leaked, which I didn't see it, I don't want to see it. But they were saying that it was complete. It was completely consensual, and she had to admit that when they made that deal. So that's when she made the
So
civil case.
you- I hear you. I'm not talking about you personally, Dante. I hear a lot of black men say that the white system, the white man this, the white man that. But it seems like to me that if the white man do it, then the black man got to do it 10 times worse.
Yeah, it's just like that. Chris Rock once said. He said the black man has to fly to what the white man can walk to, and it's the same thing. That's when you do something good. When you do
No,
something
I'm talking
negative,
about bad decisions. It seems
that's
like
what I'm saying. When you do
the
something
collective of black men, they gravitate to the negative attributes of the white men that they are controlled by. These black men aren't picking up the good attributes.
they think that they can do it, and I do think they pick up. Like I said, they are exploiting the negative and pushing it farther than like they don't take everything that these white guys do and run it across the media for weeks and weeks and weeks.
They
They'll
have.
talk
Look at the
about
red pill movement. They
you know,
took that.
they'll push it out there, but I'm saying something like this is a little bit different though. You know what I'm saying? Like for what he did. He physically broke into this woman's house. Physically, I can't have there's no argument against that, no defending it at all. That's why every black woman that has their problem with black men, they about to jump on this and there's nothing that anybody can say about it because the dude went crazy. So that I can't defend it. I'm not trying to.
Yeah, we gonna go back and forth with this one because Dante he hop skipping and jumping.
What? I don't know. The thing about you, Cyber, is I like you a lot. I don't know if you trolling me or if you like playing or being for real. Like,
Listen,
I
my
don't know which
name
one you
is Troll to Win. Okay.
Did you say something and then when I agree with it, you like twisted and then I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Like you just keep catching
He
me down
hop
this
skipping
rabbit
and
hole.
jumping, Torch. Go ahead. Go ahead, do your thing, Torch.
Hey, I see. I'm letting you guys rock. So okay, I guess that I think Tevin's asleep, so I guess we can call it a night. But you know what? You know something though. I'm gonna invite you all back and have like a look for it. I'm gonna have an invitation on where you guys can debate against each other. And I'm just gonna keep
can I pick the topic?
Yeah, you can. Actually,
I don't think Dante ready.
Just don't pick nothing crazy like Mesopotamian history from 5,000 years ago. I don't know nothing
Hey,
about that.
it's you Negroes talking about how you doing, Queen. That's y'all Negroes.
One thing I try to do is not, I ain't gonna say try, but I don't lie and make stuff up. So if I don't know, I don't know. That's what I
Taurus,
meant earlier.
these Negroes talking about grand rising every damn day.
You know, Slider, you are hilarious. Okay.
Grand rising. Anyways, I just think this is this is another tale of the black man lust. And somehow we're gonna see how they spin it towards black women, because you black women, y'all didn't want them. I thought y'all wanted fit, friendly, and submissive. She was supposed to submit to the plan B.
That's a good point. She was supposed to submit to the plan B. I'm telling you, it's that plan B that made her walk. That's what made her. That's what put her in the chancellor's office. I'm telling you.
Yeah, well, he still got a wife that he got to deal with too. So
not anymore. I'm sure she's probably already found somebody herself by now.
I
hope she clears out that bank account.
So he will. She got the best cause on the planet to take all his money, rip his teeth out, and his tongue.
I wish he was in New York so he could be in jail with Diddy.
I think let's before I sit down, let's predict how many years you think he'll get. I think he'll get I think he's gonna get four.
I don't know. Black Lives Matter did a number on the on the police system, so he might get a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, that's one thing we try to cover for black people no matter what, and that's fine. But when somebody commits a real crime and does something really egregious, you can't sit up here and just defend them just because they black. You know what I'm saying? If they don't, you don't, because you wouldn't want this man breaking in your house and putting knives up to you, and then you got a group of people defending him just because he's black.
Yeah,
but
the black man is God. Y'all kings.
They just making money. I saw this.
Do you think what he did? Do you think what he did goes to being super egregious? Remember, think about it like this: they gave what's his name 10 years for shooting Megan in the foot.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying I'm thinking he's going to get like 4, maybe only 2.
But he's a coach, and you got to understand, we're looking at it like a interpersonal relationship. You got to remember, he was her boss.
Yeah.
So you think he'll make an example of her?
The people that are in power, they look at things different than what we look at it. They looking at it as fraternization, where she was forced. All she had to do is say, "I was forced to suck his dick."
Oh.
Because I heard, I'm not know how true it is, but I heard that she was making a certain amount of money, and then once she started doing what she was doing, it increased. So it was coercion there. It was manipulation there. And she has the right skin color.
I see what you're saying. Right.
To play it out. Now, I would understand it if she was someone outside of the workplace. Just let you know that these men don't have foresight. I keep telling you, y'all don't have foresight. Y'all need to let the woman lead you back to y'all need the black woman to lead you. Period. Because y'all leading yourself right into the hands of what's that guy name on the Boondocks? What's his name? Fleets Williams or whatever. Fleets Johnson.
Yeah.
Well, DJ, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I don't think, and this is just me. I mean, if he gets jail time or anything, then that's cool because he shouldn't have did what he did. But if he does not have a record and she doesn't press, well, I'm sure she's gonna press charges. But I don't know. I think they're gonna give him maybe 2 years or less. They might even get his dude to probation and make it later. I mean,
You know
'cause
something? You brought up a good point. You brought up a good point. It really depends on the response of the side chick. And the reason why I'm saying is that because I've seen and because I'd be watching them court videos, right? And I've seen young ladies advocate that have got the bejesus beat out of them, say, no, I don't want them to go to jail, and they don't go to jail. The guys, and those guys put hard hands and feet on these women. I'm talking about bruises. They were the woman was in the hospital. Oh, no, I don't want them to go to jail, and they don't send them to jail. So yeah.
But those are losers. But this is a whole different dynamics. This girl is educated and she's working.
Yeah,
she better play the ultimate victim. She better get a book deal. She better get a movie deal.
Yeah,
and she better get on a podcast.
I think she'll do all of that, but ultimately she's going to civil sue him.
It's also in the house as well.
But I think, Cyber, I don't know if you know about that case that was going on in Atlanta, that YSL case, the one with Young Thug or whatever. It's still ongoing with his game. One of his lawyers, this black woman, one of the defense attorneys, got pregnant by one of the dang rappers that she defended.
That's right. That's crazy.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me because look at all these COs that get pregnant by these Negroes.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, in America, it's always on the table. And, like, I've seen so many different ways over the years surprise me to the point where I'm not surprised no more.
But you guys forgetting who that young lady's father is, though.
Which one?
The Michigan guy.
Oh, I didn't know nothing about her father.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. What is he, like a big time alumni, millionaire or something?
Yeah.
Oh, well, shoot, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. We just have to wait to see.
No, she got to play victim.
No, that's the beauty of the fact that she don't even have to play victim. She really is one because he busted in her crib and put a knife out.
That's all the evidence she needs to say that this man threatened me to lose my job, my career, if I didn't suck his dick.
Yeah, but she was. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he'll say that, but his lawyer probably pull up so much evidence, text messages, DMs, emails, whatever he got to prove that she was, at least at one point, she was, down with this. Yeah, and that's what's going to help that part.
That don't matter in sexual harassment cases. On a camp, first of all, you got to understand it's on campus, right? Yeah. He's her boss. Mm-hmm. There's statutes and policies against this. The school is going to push the issue, right? Her father's going to push the issue. The DA going to push the issue. Put him in jail with Diddy. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'll tell you, man.
Diddy's getting out soon.
That's what I say. All that years of freaking investigating and putting the case together and taking him to trial and the whole litigation. At the end of the day, he only got 5 years with time served, and he can still get out with good behavior. And that's the feds. And he did way worse than it. Well, he did way worse than this guy did because he on video beating the hell out of Cassie. So that's what I'm saying. I know it's a different state, different situation, but Diddy was way more severe than what this coach did, and he only got 5 years from the feds. Think about that. So that's why I think this guy might mess around.
She can sue the school. she can sue Michigan State.
Oh my God, you're right. You're right. She can.
Yeah, she can sue him, but then they could counter sue with that, or at least defend, like, because Same thing will happen then. Then they'll prove, well, one, we can't control this guy. You know what I'm saying?
But the burden of responsibility, he represents the school and he's the football coach.
Right, and she's a subordinate. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, just like when an employee.
Listen, one thing y'all need to learn about the mind of your oppressors. They don't think like us, bro.
No, they completely deceptive and manipulative.
Like somebody said something about Cassie. Cassie went through all that crap, and because she's the right skin tone, how much money did she get?
I think he gave her $30 million.
30 mil.
Okay. If she was, did R. Kelly victims get any money?
They sure did. Not that I know. Let me look that up.
What about the young girl that he urinated on?
Well,
did she get paid?
I believe he got off on that, and she never. I don't believe she civil sued him
because the burden against the black young girls, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't go anywhere. So I don't feel no type of way when these white girls, take y'all through the winger. I don't care. R. Kelly got how many victims?
Okay, so here we go with R. Kelly. Looks like this is measly. Listen to this tiny amount. Court ordered restitution in 2023. A federal judge ordered over $500,000. That ain't shit. In music
restitution goes to the state.
It's going to the prosecutors to give to the victims for fines. Well, you want to know something? Most of that's going to the prosecutors. Let's face it.
Yeah, it's going to the state.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody said it doesn't matter. Cassie sued him as her employer. Exactly.
And there's civil judgments. Okay, so R. Kelly has some civil judgments. 6 victims won $10.3 million civil judgment. Okay, so yeah, they did get a little something.
Yeah.
A little something.
They had to split up.
Yeah, but R. Kelly didn't have that much cash.
But they still owe $9.9 million. They haven't paid shit.
Yeah, because R. Kelly was, his net worth was probably under $20 million.
No, but who cares about black girl victims, right?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have any money. Like, he had after he paid for his lawyers, and he probably had to sell some homes off. I mean, I don't know what he had to do, but he wasn't
No, they didn't make it an issue. They didn't make it they didn't have importance on paying these young black girls any money.
Right. Okay, so the major judgment is still outstanding. The nearly $10 million civil award remains largely unpaid. The victims continue to pursue enforcement actions. So basically, the thing is what the judge needs to do is just rip. We know he's got the money. He ain't gonna need it because he's in there for how many years?
30 years, man.
For 30 years?
He gave my man 30 years.
Oh yeah, he don't need the money anyway. He ain't gonna need none. So they might as well just go ahead and write the check. That's what I would do.
I don't think I mean, if you look up his net worth, I bet you it's under 50 million, probably closer to like 20. I'm just guessing. Because R. Kelly, even though he's the king of R&B or whatever, these guys don't take care of their money like that. Everybody ain't Michael Jackson.
But look what the race Michael Jackson victims were. His alleged victims.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all of them admit that their parents put them up to it. So it's that's why he got off of both cases. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I like Michael Jackson a lot, but I thought he was a goner in 2005. Because I thought I said Michael Jackson, it's gonna be a shame when he goes to prison
Wait, didn't Mike Tyson, did he pay old girl, what was her name? Robin Gibbons, what's her name?
Robin Givens.
Yeah. Let's
He
see
pay her?
I think she tore his teeth out in the divorce. Remember, he made her his manager. And like so Don King and Robin Givens was running his whole thing while they were married. Like I'm sure she sipped some money and got like some good alimony off that.
$50 million.
Who R. Kelly?
No, that's Robin Givens.
She's smart. Y'all better take notes, black ladies. Y'all better take notes.
Wait, let me see. Tyson married actress Robin Givens when his net worth was estimated at $50 million. Their marriage quickly became infamous. Okay. Prenup absence. Wait a minute. Multiple reports. Given walked away. Okay, 10 million. My bad. 10 million. So Robin got 10, supposedly. Which way back then ain't bad. Way back then ain't bad.
Yeah. That's probably about 25, 30 million now with inflation. If that was in the 80s.
Yeah, Miss RV says this. She brought up a good point. The judge made the game sell his house to pay the victim, his victim. That's what they should be doing is, especially R. Kelly. He ain't going to be needing no house anymore.
That's the thing. I don't think R. Kelly, I think R. Kelly may have only had one or two. Like, first off, I think he put something like in one of his parents' name or something. But he rents a lot of these people rent these mansions. So they don't own them.
See, the thing is that they've gotten hip to the house game where, you know, people have it in different names and stuff. They've gotten hip to that. There was somebody who was trying that and they just said, forget F. I think it was the game. He had it in his mother's name, I think. They weren't playing that.
Well, I think he might have been trying to move it because if you buy it from the beginning and you put it directly in the name from the beginning, but trying to sign it over at the last minute because you get this. And what happened with the game was so stupid. All he had to do was show up to court, and he decided he didn't forget. He purposely didn't show up to court because he said, "Forget it. All they're gonna do was fine me," and they fined him $7 million, and he had to sell a house for it.
Oh, check this out. Miss RV says the insurance company paid the settlement for Puff and Cassie.
His insurance company?
Yeah.
She got paid. Oh, I got a prediction, Torch. Benjamin Crump is going to hit the scenes for this Michigan guy. He going to be like, they was in love. They was in love. And he was his girlfriend. And he made a bad mistake. And this is racism.
Yeah, I can't stand Benjamin Crump, man. Like, not at all. Like, this dude just show up. But the thing is, he a civil lawsuit master. He not, which is easy to do. A dancing monkey can get most of these cases settled. You know what I'm saying? When they're obvious, but I don't think he's gonna.
Bill Cosby, did he pay his victims?
I don't know.
My bad. Miss Alto said that. Miss Alto said the insurance company comment.
Oh, okay.
It's time for the black women to start getting paid.
You know, I think, you know, something I really truly hope that happens because believe it or not, it will be a deterrent and the numbers, the DV numbers will drop if that happens.
Yeah, we gotta stop going out there marching for these dusties.
Well, this is my theory. If truly America wants the crime, the DV crimes in our community to drop, they should make it that if a black man beats up a black woman, it's double the money. It's double the lawsuit. If the lawsuit was going to be $5 million, it's $10 million. If you were going to get 2 years in prison, you get 4. It's the only way it's going to drop.
Well, somebody's calling my phone, Torch. I gotta go.
Me too. I just got my food just arrived.
All right, Dante. I can't wait to get in your ass later. No Diddy.
No Diddy. Okay. So.
All right.
Okay, everyone, you have a good night. Miss Alto says Robin Givens received $8 million tax-free alimony from Iron Mike in the 80s. Wow. Okay.
Good money, man.
Wow. Okay. I got the information queens in the chat. They just holding down all the information. So anyway, everybody, have a good night. I'm going to hit the beat. See you on the next one. Here we go.
Voices are warm, the vibe is clear.
Shout out Miss Alto, Miss RV, Henry Mars. On stage, Cyber Dreams, Deontay, and Tevin. Holding down the fort, Indiana Mom. Visit from Femi from the chat. Everyone, we'll catch you on the next one. Remember, replay game in the mix. Good night, Miss Alto. Everyone, catch you on the next one.